Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the 1974 movie, Murder on the Orient Express. Yep, that's right, I'm going to be reviewing the original Murder on the Orient Express movie from 1974. Murder on the Orient Express goes like this. The story goes like this. Having concluded a case, Detective Hercule settles into what he expects will be a relaxing journey home aboard the Orient Express. But when an unpopular billionaire is murdered en route, Hercule takes up the case, and everyone on board the famous train is a suspect. Using an avalanche blocking the tracks to his advantage, Hercule gradually realizes that many of the passengers have revenge as a motive, and he begins to home in on the culprit. And there you go. So I remember watching the original Murder on the Orient Express from 1974, the original one from the 70s. I remember watching this movie when I was in private school, like High Road Academy, when I was in private school, like back in 2018 when I first saw this movie. And I'm gonna say this is actually a really good movie. It's actually one of the best movies I've seen that came out in the 70s. Yeah. And I thought the story itself was very interesting, like how the story takes place on a train called the Orient Express, because that's like the name of the express, of course, because the express has trains in it. And I gotta say, the soundtrack itself I thought is very good too. Like the soundtrack I think is pretty cool as well. And I gotta say, the acting performances in this film too, in the film as well, I think the acting performances are well done. Because I thought the main actor who played Hercule in the original movie, I thought he did a good job. And the only two actors I know who are in this movie are Anthony Perkins and Sean Connery. I think Sean Connery actually did a really great job, as well as Anthony Perkins. Like Sean Connery, the original James Bond actor, and Anthony Perkins, who played Norman Bates from Psycho. Yeah, it's like, yeah, and like I said, I remember watching this movie back when I was in private school when we were talking about our own stories, about the main topic of the class when I was in private school back in 2018. And I gotta say, it's basically just a well-made 1974 movie of the original Murder on the Orient Express. And yes, I also saw the 2017 Murder on the Orient Express as well. I actually remember seeing the 2017 Murder on the Orient Express. I saw the 2017 version in theaters, along with Death on the Nile, which I also saw the 2022 Death on the Nile in theaters as well. But I never really, but of course I actually never knew that the original Death on the Nile movie already exists before the new one came out. But that doesn't matter. And I gotta say, I can definitely see how this movie actually ended up being very interesting, and how the murder case, the murder mystery case story ends up where it's going for here. And that's kind of like what makes this movie a very good movie from 1974. Period. So overall, Murder on the Orient Express from 1974 is a very good movie, and I'm gonna give the original Murder on the Orient Express 4 out of 5 stars. So if you haven't seen the original Murder on the Orient Express yet, then I say I recommend it for sure. I highly recommend it. So there you have it, guys. That's gonna be it for my movie review on Murder on the Orient Express. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.